What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Strikeout Beer Podcast. I'm RD. It's a beautiful Sunday here in North Texas, so why not? Let's have a beer. I actually have two. I'll take that back. I'm still working through. I'm running behind. I slowed down after the holidays or after Christmas and said, you know what? Let's pump the brakes a little bit. And I didn't get through the Shiner Home for the Holidays 12-pack yet. I still have 3 beers left. 2 of them, I just had one posted on Instagram. If I'm not mistaken, it was the Bavarian-style Amber Ale. And then tonight we're having Shiner FM 966 Farmhouse Ale and Shiner Golden Ale. So let's get into it. Have a beer. I'll go Farmhouse first. I do have thank goodness I got my glass here. I've got to work on something. I got to get the new boom set up in here because this microphone stand, as you can hear, I mean, every time I hit anything that's anywhere near it, it just starts clicking. Anyways, or not clicking, but anyway, here's what it looks like. There you go. All right, let's get this thing going. So Farm Road 966 Farmhouse Ale. We'll get to pouring. Take a look, see what it looks like. Ooh, that's super light. Nice golden color. Oh yeah, look at all that. Just get in there. Good head on it too. That's one thing about these the beers I've had out of here. Now this one's got a little bit more head than the other ones. Yeah, that's pretty. A little bit of off-white. Smells good. Hey, Lizzie. Let's see what it says. Oh, it's a little sour towards the end. Interesting. Now I do have it pulled up on Untapped. Not sure if it's the same information, but yep, it looks like it to be the same. During the cold winter, yada yada yada. Pros. It's a little bit different. All right. Shiner in the springtime. A few centuries ago, during the cold winter months, farm hams in Europe. What's up, old school? I can't do it. I'm just going to read off here. A few centuries ago, during the cold winter months, farmhands in Europe brewed a seasonal provision, farmhouse ale, to be enjoyed once spring rolled around. In the farmlands of Shiner, Texas, that tradition lives on, which is why our tribute to those styles use Golding, Sterling, and Meridian hops for a sweet yet lightly spiced flavor. Our incredibly refreshing farmhouse ale bears the name of the farm to Market Road, just south of where our brewery has proudly stood for over 100 years. There you go. All right, cheers. Dylan, how we doing? Good to see you, bro, or Bo Daggin. What you guys are having tequila and Diet Coke with lime, and it's actually good. I've never had that. Are you serious? I think I have tequila in the house. We really don't keep it around because it just turns everyone around here into an ass. So, Thek, how you doing? Hi. So yeah. This has got some interesting flavors. I mean, it's light. You can tell that it's super light on the color. I don't know about spice. It does taste more like a spring beer, though. I don't know. It's throwing me almost towards like a wheat ale or something. I don't know. Anyway. How we doing, everybody? Yeah, I just wanted to pop on. We got the NFL just finished up, and we're going to talk about that. I've got 2 beers to mow through. I got 1 more left from this pack. And then, we're going to be off to dry January. I'm not saying it's a complete dry January like we've done in the past. It's going to be a drier version. Like during the show, we'll showcase some non-alcoholic beers. But, if I want to have a beer or so, my anniversary's in January, so I'll have a beer that night or maybe a couple or whatever. But, yeah, no. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. How are you? It's good to see you. Welcome in. But, so 25,764 total check-ins on Untappd for this beer. 19,949 are unique. 345 average about monthly. Now, I haven't mentioned the ABV yet. And let's see if it's on the bottle here. 5.7. Now, NA on the IBUs, average score of 3.36 out of 17,256 ratings. Who was playing? Everybody played today. I'll take it back. Everyone in the NFL played today, except for the Sunday night game, which is Atlanta and Washington, and then tomorrow night's game, Monday night, which is Detroit, and I don't know. Why do I not know who's playing tomorrow night? Oh, the Niners. That's because no one cares. Yeah, in the NFL. Yes. Dry January already. Well, I know, right? The holidays flew by. I've been off work. We finally got everything hammered out, nailed down turned in, done. And I was like, finally, I get to relax. And it's not been that relaxing of a vacation. I almost need another vacation, if I'm being completely honest. It's just been one of those things. We went up to Oklahoma, what was it, Sunday. Yeah, that's right. Sunday. Supposed to stay for 2 nights. We realized it was 2 days before Christmas. We're like, all right, well, we're only going to stay for a night. Got up next morning, came back home, and then just pretty much finished wrapping presents, getting everything under control, getting the house finally, we had everything decorated, but we did a little bit extra, a little bit more, because we were hosting Christmas Eve, where everyone comes over and opens presents and stuff like that. It's kind of our thing now, right? Where we have fun, party on Christmas Eve. Everyone opens presents. Now, I do put some to the side for, like, Lizzie, myself, so we open something on Christmas. But, wasn't even that late of a night, I don't even think, had some games, and then just kind of relaxed. I'm pretty much, I laid in bed and watched football. Yeah, I've been doing that. Listen, I'm not complaining, but I'm just tired. Listen, I love it. I love it, hate it. It's a weird relationship with me and the NFL, and usually, if you're telling me I'm going to get NFL like 4 or 5 days in a row, I'm all in if it's August, September. If you're telling me this. And then by the time it comes around, and it doesn't help that it's like the fantasy playoffs and championship week either. So that just kind of adds stress. And, oh my God, you had 2 games on Christmas Day. They kind of sucked, right? It was domination by the 2 teams that won. And then you had a, Christmas, the day after Christmas game. What was that, a Thursday night football. You're like, okay, cool. And then, thank God we got a break on Friday. Because Saturday was 3 games. Today was a bunch of, the afternoon games today sucked. Like, yeah, I mean, eventually some of them got, like the Green Bay and the Vikings game got a little bit close and got interesting. But other than that, it sucked most of the time. It was like, I was looking at my phone, doing stuff around the house. I went outside and checked, picking up leaves and doing other crazy, stupid stuff. But, I just, you got a break from school? Congratulations. Yeah, thank goodness. I feel you. A break is always good from anything, even like work or school or whatever. The kids, they get out and run wild for 2 weeks, and then they go back and whatnot. Best game was the Bengals Broncos. I tell you what, Keith, I'm a Bengals fan. And I was so done with that game. And when Mims made that catch, that was a great catch. I was like, you know what? I went outside and I broke a bolt that's on my pool filter. Not on purpose. I went out there to check because I got some air coming in through the system. I don't know. So I'm tightening it up. And it snapped. I don't know if it was just I was just pissed or whatever. But I was like, you know what? I got to go to Lowe's. And so I went to Lowe's during overtime. But it was a great game to watch. A lot of action. And just like any other Bengals game, tons of scoring. Defense can't stop anybody. The offense has no, they just full speed ahead at all times. Cade York missing a field goal. I was wondering why they didn't just kick field goals earlier in the game. I go, you wouldn't even be in overtime right now if you would have kicked the other 2 field goals. Like, you got like a bad case of Campbell's rolling around in your head where you're like, yeah, I got to go for it on every 4th down. But anyways, yeah, I don't want to get too caught up in that though, Keith. But that was a great game. That was. Snowman in the house. How are we doing? Yo ho ho, and a bottle of beer. I know that's right. But yeah, too much. I'm not trying to say too much football because I don't want it to go away. And I know I'm going to be sad. Regular season ends next week. Then you get the playoffs, which playoffs are always great for the most part, right? There's some teams that get in. Someone showed a picture. I shared it over on X. Check it out. SB Fantasy Football. And it was all teams. It was a bracket for all 32 teams getting into the playoffs. And I was like, somebody was like, well, that doesn't really, then regular season wins don't matter. I'm like, well, it kind of, for seeding it does, just like anything else. So that's how you would make it to the playoffs. But it would all come into like seeding and not to mention just bragging rights and everything else. I mean, Pittsburgh, for example, right? They suck. They're not doing anything, not going anywhere, but they're holding on to that. We've been over 500 for, 40 years ever since Tomlin's been there. Cool. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm down with half the teams making the playoffs. I don't know. They'll figure it out, but yeah, they keep putting more teams in the playoffs. they're going to get more teams in the playoffs. It's going to be a little bit more fun. But anyway, so this year I have refreshed it a couple times. I want to make sure the scores and everything are up to date, and the playoff picture looks good. But yeah, the Bengals, I think they needed Miami to lose today or lose next week. They've already got the Broncos loss. They got the Colts loss today. So they're still alive. They're just sitting there, and they got to beat, I think, Pittsburgh at the end of the season. I don't know, man. It's just too much football. But you know what? I haven't been to the gym in a week, so I'm sluggish. I don't feel good, but I have been walking because the weather here has been cool. I did go for a walk in a thunderstorm 2 days ago. It rained Christmas in like 3 days. It just bam, bam, bam. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, day after Christmas, just rain, rain, rain. And I was like, you know what? I'm going for a walk. I'm going to go for a walk. So I put some rain gear on and just went for probably a 45-minute stroll in the rain. And I love the rain. I love walking in the rain. I like being out in the rain. We're building another patio, or we're going to build another patio out back, take the place of the bar, where we're going to have some roof or some corrugated plastic or something like that over the roof, over the top. So you sit out there and listen to the rain. But yeah, I used to just chill. I'd love sitting outside. Love listening to the rain. It's therapeutic. Sit outside with no shoes on and just chill. Anyhow, just looking forward to getting back into the grind. Not back to the grind for work, because I don't have to go to work till next Thursday. I'm still off this week all the way, like I said, till Thursday. But I plan on hitting the gym tomorrow. I was supposed to go play golf. I got to hit up my buddy because he was like, hey, you want to go play? I was like, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be 80 degrees here tomorrow. I'm absolutely going to go play some freaking golf. And so I just waiting for him. If not, I got to hit the gym rather early, or go for a walk maybe, and then hit the gym. Got to get a haircut, and then that was the other thing I got to do. I don't know. I got chores and crap to do around the house. Yeah, me too, bud. Yeah, cheers. Ed France in the house. What up? How we doing? How was your holiday? You had a nice white Christmas, I saw. Dude, I've only had it's only snowed here on Christmas Eve once, maybe twice in my life, and it's always great to see. It's it's just so great. It's just so great. But yeah, I'm ready to get back in my rhythm. Gym, work. Even if I'm not working, I'm working around the house. We're going to get everything picked up outside and in the house, all the Christmas decorations, all that kind of stuff. Get it put up here in a couple days, probably January 1st. As far as New Year's go, I don't know. I meant to go talk to Lizzie because I was like, oh, yeah, I could have swore we made reservations for dinner. It's not on my phone. I think I was on her phone when we were outside, because we were outside. We were hanging out. I don't know where my phone was. But anyway, I was like, you know what? I know we made these reservations, but I don't have it on my phone, so I got to check with her. But yeah, it's going to be a low-key, chill, go to dinner. At first, she was like, oh, yeah, we'll go to dinner, and then we'll go hit at some bars or do this and that. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then now that she knows, I think the kids are going to be over, she's like, oh, yeah, we'll be back right after dinner. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we will. That's why, boys and girls, don't ever get all – just let stuff play out, because there's no point. Things are going to change just like that. So just chill. Sledded like I was 9 years old again over the break. Nice. I just want to go somewhere where it's snowing. I do. We're going to head west, I think late January, maybe February. We're going to go out to New Mexico, up to Taos, or there's three places, Angel Fire, Taos, or Ruidoso. So we're going to head out west, hang out for a couple days. At first, it was like, you know what, we're going to be gone for a month. And I'm like, you know how much that costs? Let me run some figures, run some numbers by you. If you didn't already spend enough on the holidays, here's some live action right after the holidays. And so I think that got changed to okay, we'll go here and we'll do this, and then maybe we'll go, up here or over there or something. We'll figure it out, right? Very, very blessed for Christmas. We hit the bullseye on food, fun, festivities, and beveraging. Nice. Perfect. Cheers, buddy. I will say this. We had some great food. The ladies threw down again. We were a lot of festivities on Christmas Eve, as far as we're making cookies and things like that, from scratch. I think some of them came out of a package, but for the most part it was sugar cookies and what else did they make? They made some other stuff. Some muffins? No, not muffins. Cupcakes. There you go. Made some cupcakes, muffins, cookies, and then I finally got my banana pudding. A day late, $1 short. Didn't get my deviled eggs, but the pudding was good. I've had a couple bowls of that. last couple of days. I have ate quite a bit. The ham was amazing. Turkey was good. The sides were great. Mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, gravy. What else do we have? I feel like we had a couple of things. But, yeah, they knocked it out of the park. Just killed it. So, big shout out to them. Lizzie, Crystal, and Bella all just kind of throwing down in the kitchen. This is actually, it's getting better. It's growing on me. The Shiner FM 966. I've never had this before, I don't believe, unless I had it out of their Home for the Holidays pack. Maybe one of these random days, because I don't think I think this is only available in their holiday pack. It says made for spring. Ain't gonna make it this year, buddy. So shouldn't be in a Home for Holidays pack if it's made for that. But yeah, just been picking up, trying to work on some stuff around the house and finding it difficult. I've always been kind of handy with fixing things and whatever, but I don't know if it's just because I'm overwhelmed. The list never ends or what the deal is. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. But I think I need this one thing. I need to go back to making a list. When I have a list, just checking stuff off, right? And it helps you, one, organize, but also you feel accomplished as you check things off. Even small things, you know what I mean? Like I had it broken down at one point, clean out the left side of the flower bed, clean out the right side of the flower bed, the leaves on the side, the blah, 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 blah. And so that really has helped quite a bit, How's everybody doing over there on Instagram, too? We're live on Instagram. We're actually on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, Kick. And while the time's still there, we're still on Spreaker Live. It ends like this week or something like that where we lose the ability to go live on Spreaker, but it's because they're just stopping it, which is fine. Then I just have to download the audio and put the audio over there. And it is what it is. It really is. Whatever it is. But, yeah. There you go. I think I should let me slam this because this other one's sweating pretty good. Look, it wants to get drank in a real bad way. You know what? I'm tired of hearing. I'm tired. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to go get the spring loaded, pull the mic out type thing. That way I can just keep it over there. Nothing, less stuff on the desk. Just give me 1 second. Cheers. All right. Dress down the glass nicely, as Alan likes to say. Average score 3.36. I think I'm just going to come in about 3.5 on this one. I'm going to give it a thumbs up because I would have it again. And I like seasonal beers. Big fan. Maybe I should have waited till springtime to have that, but not on my watch. We're having it now. It came in a winter pack. It's getting drank, wintertime. We already passed winter solstice, hadn't we? So I've noticed that the sun is starting to stay up just a little bit longer. Sun's rising. I'll tell you one thing. I see your long note there, Ed. I'm gonna read it, but I'll tell you one damn thing. And I saw it in the news. We got to get rid of this daylight savings, just keep it. I don't want it the way it is now. I want it to change in the spring, and then we keep it like that because that's my favorite. When it's 9:00 in July and we're just out back, sun hadn't totally set yet. It's still a little bit of light. Oh, buddy, that's the best. That's the best. All right, I think it should be I think there should be an SNL skit or show where the show game highlights and then also people reactions to that wagered and either won or lost on the game. And there's a touchdown by Mike Evans. Final score, blah blah blah, and they're cut to Jim Man's cave and he's cursing. Barstool Sports, check them out on X because they'll have stuff like that. Yeah, it's great though. Yeah. You were hitting shiners over break. I saw that. Yeah, I'm still trying to get through that pack. Like I said, I've got now I'm down to 2. One's in the fridge, one's sitting right here. Speaking of which, we're going to get to it right now. So yeah, that was Farmhouse 966 FM 966 Farmhouse L. Thumbs up, 3.5 if I have to score it. There you go. All right, let's get after it. Now this one, let me move this little guy over here. Why are you doing this? Okay. Ooh, ding. Shiner Golden. It's a nice golden ale. And let's get to pouring. I always say that weird. But I hope everybody had great holidays. You got, Santa brought you everything you wanted. I remember talking to my brother about that, like last year. And I was like, hey, would you get anything cool for Christmas? He's like, nah, if I want anything I would have got it. I go, huh. And I understand that. I know some adults that are like that, but my wife and I, we still like to buy things for each other. And it's just kind of like, even like it's a surprise, you can even have a list. And I was surprised this year because I make my list kind of as the year goes on. I'm like, hey, write this down. This is something I want. I'll forget when you ask me in 4 months, like, what do you want for Christmas? So then, the kids can all chip in or something, whatever. Before I get any further than that, let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm not reading off of this. I mean, I'm getting to the age where I can't read. I can't read that, man. I mean, in 1909, the Shiner Brewing Association drilled a well on the land where the Spotsel Brewery now sits, 55 feet down. They hit the mother lode, cool, clear, limestone-filtered water that we still use to this day. Dry hopped with the Mosaic hops, our Golden Ale has a unique tropical aroma and flavor that's balanced by the sweetness from the malt. It's not telling me jokes. I just can't keep a straight face, okay? This isn't funny. This is real life. It's a delight. All right, it's a delight. Easy drinking brew with a crisp, clean finish. Some might say as good as it gets. Well, All right, this is 4.6% alcohol by volume, 22 IBUs, average score of 3.38 on Untapped. 9,815. I've checked this in. 8684 on the unique whatever. I don't know. I probably should take a picture of this stupid thing. There, give me a second. All right, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm on the Untapped. It's Strikeout Beer. And it's mostly, I guess I should say it is me. I don't think Alan posts anything on there. I think he has his own, but he just doesn't post much anymore. But there you go. All right, get that in there. Let's take a look. There you go. Look how clear. That's super. Oof. Yeah, I mean, it smells like a blonde. I'm not a blonde Golden Ale guy. I'm just not. My wife loves them. Yeah. Golden Ales have a little bit more of a subtle aftertaste. Blonde Ales have a distinct aftertaste. And so that's what you might get with some of these. But yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be crisp and clean. It is. Easy drinking. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it. What the hell are we talking about? I was like, so anyways, so I got my gift from the family, from the boys or whatever, and it was in a gigantic box. It was probably my height tall, which is, I shouldn't say gigantic. It was like 5 or 6 feet, five something foot tall, like 4 something feet wide. I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? So I open it. I actually helped wrap the damn thing. And it was a fishing rod. I go, oh my God. And then I get to the part, there's the fishing reel. I'm like, I got a new rod and reel. And I remembered asking for that. I was like, I told Lizzie that I was like, all right, well, I got to get my hunting and fishing license or whatever. I probably won't get it. I won't get my hunting license till next year, right? I was supposed to go hunting up in Oklahoma. Didn't go, but I was like, all right, but I still got to get my fishing license. I haven't wet a line in forever. I want to get back into fishing. I love fishing. My favorite part about fishing is just sitting there drinking beer and throwing and just casting. There was times where, we caught fish like crazy, and we'd always catch a fish. My buddies, he never catches anything, right? And I'm like, we'll get out on the boat and we'll catch something. But anyway, so now I'm just bank fishing. And so I was like, oh, it's been a while. It's been forever, and I want to get back into it. I want to get back to it. And I plan on getting another boat this year. Something that I can just keep in the water, in the slip, if everything goes right, goes well. And just drive down to the lake, park the truck, walk down the dock, there's my boat. If I want to take it out, take it out. If I don't, I want to sit there and just listen to music and drink light beer. That might be what I'm doing. I don't know. So anyways, cheers. I like blondes and blonde ales. I hear you, Ed. I think I've only dated like 2 blondes in my entire life. I think so. That might be true. That might be true. Yeah. I don't know how. I don't know how it is. Yeah, I guess it's blondes were on the maybe 3. I don't know. Redheads and brunettes. I like redheads. I do. Big fan. Oh, God. So anyways, this beer, 4.6% alcohol by volume, 22 IBUs, average score of 3.38, 7,838 ratings on the old Untapped. But yeah, you can follow us over there. I've been trying to post the beers now. Next year, I do plan on doing more lives from breweries, and I want to hit more breweries that are in my area and outside of my area. I just want to, there's bad news has come out, about several breweries in our area that have been closing. They're a little bit further out from where I'm at, but even like when Brutal went, when they closed, it was just sad. You see someone's hard work, dedication, their life, and then it's just gone one day. So it does. It sucked. And Mike's over there on Instagram, Mexican Texan. How we doing? Cheers. The hangover hour. But yeah, it's just, so I don't want to miss out. I want to go, even if I just go once, because some of these are, 45 minutes or an hour drive. But I used to drive 30, 45 minutes to go to Brutal, and I'd just randomly show up at Brutal. I love the guys out there. Always had a blast. They were part of the triangle that I called it. You know what I mean? There was a, what's the one in Bedford? Oh man, I done forgot that. It's still there. It's still there. God, now you're gonna have to make me look. I'm gonna have to look it up. I feel like such a jackass. This is how Turning Point. Okay, so Turning Point, and then you have, my God, if I already just, it's the one with the wolf. I'm not shooting from the, I'm not, I can't even think of the town it's in now. God, you idiot. God, False Idol. We used to just drive out there. It just, hit up those 3 breweries, and then go over to Electric Starship, play some video games and whatnot, and just chill. I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, kids, listen, start taking your vitamins, your multivitamin, and keep that brain fresh. Try to do this word, anything you can do to keep it just functioning, because when you get like my age, you don't remember anything. Places you've been 100 times, you can't think of the name of it. I kid you not. Kid you not. Words and remembering things are hard as I'm telling you. And so I remember, I got hit in the head. So I shot, what's this one I got hit in the head? Yeah. Oh, so I almost forgot about that. So I was riding a dirt bike, 10-something years ago. I drove it off this huge freaking ramp or whatever. I was out in the middle of North Texas. And it wasn't a ramp. It wasn't supposed to be a ramp. But I decided to go, and I just zombed it on right there. And so ended up landing on my head in the hole, and I thought I broke my neck and back and everything else, and I just knocked the wind out of me, thank God. But yeah, I'm like, all the way up my spine, it goes, brrr. I was like, holy walked away from that. Anyway, so then I got drilled in the head. Right here. I got hit playing softball. Not by the ball. I hit a grounder or something like that, and I was digging going to first, and this guy and I collided. It was a bad throw. He steps off the bag into like my, where I'm running, and we hit heads, or I hit something, and I was dumb for like 3 days, 4 days. There was a problem. And so then, ever since then, I've had a problem with like even like word association and stuff like that. It's obviously been getting better, but man, you don't want to talk about memory loss and thought process and just, it's insane. So this segment is brought to you by Prevagen. That stuff don't work. That don't work. I think I have a bottle of that. Lizzie got me a bottle and it sucks. It doesn't do anything. It's probably one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, after your 5th bottle, because I think it's quite expensive if I'm not mistaken. Prevagen's is expensive. Hold on. Prevagen. We're just looking stuff up on the extra strength. Maybe I didn't get the extra strength one. Yeah, $40 a bottle. I was like, I'm taking this, but I guarantee you it's not going to work. And it didn't. I didn't feel any better. I'll tell you when I do feel good. I feel good when I get a full night's sleep. I don't drink more than a couple beers or no beers the night before. Go to the gym or wake up early, go to the gym or go for a walk or something like that. And I'm watching the sun's coming up, or I'm awake when the sun's coming up and stuff like that. I feel sharp. Get those 8. People say 7 hours. I say 8. Get that 8 hours. Hey, you have to take it for a bit. That's what they say about everything. You got to take it for a bit. Well, no kidding. My little mustache is messing with my nose. I got to get a haircut tomorrow, and I got to trim this beard down a little bit. It's not like one pill and stuff just comes to you. You take that one pill, you're like, this is amazing. I feel you, brother. I feel you. But yeah, I went through a bottle of it. Yeah. Didn't see anything. Didn't see any results. All right. You know what? We already talked about the gold now. Let's head on over to the playoffs. I'm going to hit refresh real quick. I'm sweating, as you can see. You guys got me nervous. Got me so nervous. But yeah. Ed, great holiday, buddy. You have a good one? Can't believe you got to go sledding and stuff like that. Oh my God. Come on, you stupid computer. Oh, yeah. So real quick before we go into NFL talk, I was playing Rocket League yesterday. And I have one of those. So I had to move the desk into my bedroom. So I'm in this. Everything's in the effing bedroom now. But I had one of those things that goes on the carpet. Protect your carpet from you can roll around with your chair. Right. I've had one of these forever. It does have some cracks and stuff in it where you get kind of stuck. But I'm playing Rocket League. I'm in the middle of a tournament, and sometimes with some of the things that I'm doing, I'll push back on the chair. Well, it came off the back. So then all of a sudden, I'm kind of like leaning all the way back. Whenever I couldn't get the chair back on the thing, I know I'm messing with my nose a lot. It's because these little hairs right here. And so I got stuck, and it was for a bit, and they ended up scoring on us. I threw my headset. I haven't blown up in a long time, and I think it was just coming. Because I usually just smile, chill. Anyways, I chunked my headset. It went that way, unplugged. I picked up my chair and threw it into the desk, which then knocked half the shit off the desk and a full 32 ounce of water. It just goes everywhere. So now I'm pissed about that. So now I pick the chair up again and I chunk it this way. Drills the wall. And there's a small door back there. That's where our bathroom is, right? So it drills that. One leg goes shooting off. I pick up the stupid thing that it got stuck on. I chunked that somewhere else. And I'm like, I have to get back to my desk because now we're still in the middle of the tournament. Everything's still alive. I got to get back for kickoff. So I did grab a couple towels, threw it down, and I was like sitting there the whole time pissed. And so I didn't sit down until that whole game was over. So I'm now standing like bent over, just kind of leaning on my desk. I never sat down and gamed like ever. I always stood up and played. Like Call of Duty, Need for Speed, when I first started gaming online, I'd never sat down. Everything was always real. Let's go. And now when I started streaming, that's when I got the desk. Started sitting down and put the stupid camera up out of yada, yada, yada. And now, it is what it is. Yeah, get cleaned up or you'll look like Alan. Bro, I'll never get to that. The length of that beard is insane. I don't know. That thing is its own being at this point. You probably hadn't shaved in like 3 or 4 years. It's probably been, at this point, maybe 4 years. Yeah, that thing's got a life of its own. It's got its own Social Security card, birth certificate, shit like that, residence. It pays like the water bill and stuff. It's insane. So yeah, I finally blew up, and I thought that the damn thing was going to go through the wall. And as I'm sitting there, like it's been a while since that's happened, but I was like, it's just an eruption. I just lost it. I was like, oh God, F this. It's time to just start breaking stuff. And then when you lose your cool, you actually feel slightly ashamed, and then you're like, well, this sucks. I broke something. Yeah, it sucks. All right, NFL time. Let's go before I run out of beer, and I just want to shut the show down. Anyways, Christmas Day, you had 2 games, as I mentioned before. Chiefs, 29 over the Steelers, 10. Steelers suck. I've said it all season. When they start playing good teams, they are going to fall apart. They look like total S. They do. They look like crap. Ravens, 31 against the Texans, 2 points. These were, like I said, these were the 2 worst games. I take that back. We'll get to the worst game of the week. But, yeah, the Texans muster a safety. I was like, hey, maybe they're going to start getting a little action. Nope. Ravens 31, Texans 2. You go on to the day after Christmas, Thursday Night Football. The Seahawks take down the Bears 6-3. A kicker's delight. 3 field goals in this game. Total ass, sucks. I hope neither one of these teams make the playoffs for the next decade. Then you got the Chargers taking on the Patriots. This is the first of the early window of the Saturday games. Chargers drop a 40 burger on the Patriots, 40-7, dispatch them with ease. Then you had the Broncos and Bengals. Bengals go to overtime. Bengals finally put it out of the way. T. Higgins had a hell of a game, 30-24 of the Broncos. So they got step one of the 3-step plan to make the playoffs. I saw something come in. Yeah, it was a odd 2 points. It was a quite odd 2 points. Move this over here just in case something's going on, which I know nothing's going on. And then your finale, another just stupid game. Rams take care of the Cardinals 13-9. I don't know what's going on because I was on X and Rams fans were like super excited about this win and whatnot. I'm like, you guys suck. You know that, right? Like, you suck. Thank God your defense is somewhat decent because you guys can't put points up for anything. Oh, God, here we go. We got a wobble here. Let's go, Ravens. Been watching Pittsburgh fall from grace. Yeah, they suck. I did not worry about Pittsburgh for 1 second. I'm like, just wait. Yeah, they're going to hold on. They're holding on to that. Hey, you know what? We haven't had a losing schedule. The standard is the standard. We haven't had a losing record in, 47 years since 1906. So, anyways, so after those kind of whatever games, you move into Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. We finally get into Sunday. I'm so tired of football at this point, but I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging on because you know what? Allen doesn't say this because he says he's the man of the people. I'm the man of the people. I watch football. Anyhow, early games, pretty good stuff, right? So the Eagles drum the Cowboys 41-7. Kenny Pickett started this game. Kenny Pickett got knocked out of this game, and they let their backups back up. The third stringer just make it rain on the Cowboys. Cowboys only put up 7 points. They suck. Every year's their year. I almost made a comment on somebody's post. They're like, I go, don't worry, you're about a month and some change away from saying this is our year. I go, think of that. Just be positive. Okay? It's going to be your year next year. Sure. Okay. Game that caused most agitation today, Colts versus Giants. Ridiculous score. Ridiculous wins by Giants. Dude, that was the tough. Drew Lock got in that thing and said, F that number one pick. Shadur Sanders ain't coming here. But they probably still get him anyways, if you want that kind of issue, to be honest. Next game up, you have the Bucs blow out the Panthers 48-14. Let's start getting some Baker Mayfield MVP chants, people. It was against the Panthers. I get it. The Panthers actually been on the up and coming lately. But the Bucs are actually just watch out, right? Just watch out. They might actually make some hay and cause some disturbance in the NFC. Bills 40 over the Jets 14. An absolute drumming. A late touchdown by Conklin made it that much closer, but it was just super garbage time. Like the damn clock was like running. Maybe it was like a couple minutes left, but no one cared. And then you got the Giants taking down the Colts at home. Well, the Giants were at home. They were in New Jersey. 45-33. Flacco, Drew Lock, showdown. Hey, Neighbors had a good game, didn't he? Boy, I tell you what, he's been pissed all season. All of a sudden, Drew Lock's just making it rain out there. He looked like Tom Brady coming out of the tunnel. I couldn't believe it. And just to screw, just like anything else, right? Like the Cowboys couldn't tank to get a top pick. Giants say, screw that. We don't want the number one pick. We're going to get that win tonight. We're going to get that win against the Colts for no reason at all. This is our first home win of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Then you got the Raiders beating the Saints. Another backup bowl, O'Connell versus Rattler, whatever his name is. 25-10. Like, you barely saw this game. Brock Bowers, I believe, became the rookie tight end and had the most receiving yards or something like that. He's got some record, but yeah, congratulations. Jaguars take down the Titans 20-13 in the absolute nobody cares. Dolphins beat the Browns. This was another backup bowl. Tyler Huntley, he helped the Dolphins put up 20 points versus the Browns. The law firm, Dorian Thomas something or other. 3 points for the Browns. Browns suck. Sorry. They suck. And then this game, as I'm walking in here, you had the Vikings take down the Packers 27-25. There you go. I mean, that's it. You got the Falcons and Commanders coming up here in about 15 minutes, which I'm actually going to get out of here in a second. And then you got the Lions versus Niners. Both these games are pretty easy to determine. Obviously the Commanders and the Lions should win. I don't understand how it would come out any other way. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Penix is playing quarterback now for the Falcons. We'll follow that under who gives a shit. And the Lions and Niners, no one cares. Lions are going to win. Here's your current playoff picture. Let's go ahead and take a peek at it. This is the current playoff picture. Other thing, obviously, the other two games haven't happened yet, so don't at me. Don't message me. I don't care. AFC, Chiefs in one spot, Bills in the second, Ravens in the third, the Texans in the fourth, Steelers in the fifth, Chargers in the sixth. Guess who's going to be the first team that goes home? It's the Texans. I mean, right? I don't know. Steelers will be definitely – it's a coin flip between the Texans and the Steelers. Both those teams suck. I don't see the Steelers actually making the playoffs. They don't let me double-check something real quick because I don't think the Steelers are in. Okay, so they got a guaranteed playoff spot. Or they're guaranteed wild card. Okay. I just want to make sure. So right now they're second in the AFC North, and they're getting in. The Chargers have been looking good as of late, but that's against bad teams. In the hunt are the Broncos. I think there's I can't think of the scenario where they get in though. It's someone they have a 54% chance of getting in. And then on the NFC side, you have the Vikings in the one hole, Eagles in the two, Lions are fifth. What the hell does it say it like that? Oh, because they won. Because now they're first in the NFC. Lions are in the fifth. Packers are in the sixth. In the hunt, you have the Rams, Bucks, Commanders. I meant to mention that the Dolphins and the Bengals are on the bubble, but the Dolphins have to lose next week, and the Bengals have to win, I'm pretty sure, and then they get in. But, I mean, wow. Who cares? I don't think – it's not that I'm against – it's not that I'm against the Bengals getting in. They're just going to – now, they can cause disruption. They can score more points than any of the teams in the AFC. They've done it before. They've beaten the Bills. They've beaten the Chiefs. They've beaten the Ravens. They can beat them all. Their defense, they just have to make sure they score more points than their defense gives up. Vegas, baby on that Giants game. Oh, boy. Did you bet something crazy? What'd you bet? Did you bet something good? So, anyways, I see the Lions definitely winning and then resecuring their they'll be in first again. The Lions and Vikings play next week, and that'll be for all the marbles in the NFC North. As far as getting in, the Rams are like, oh, yeah, we can get in. They're probably going to get in the playoffs. That greater than a 99% chance right now. It doesn't matter. Let's be honest. The Rams suck. I can't even. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with Stafford either. I don't know what's going on. Their defense is great though. Their defense can play the way they have been, where they don't give up 10 points or 10 or less points. They could totally win. They can get out of the wild card. I don't think they're getting further than that. Bucks, though, give me Bucks for just excitement. Commanders, I don't care about them. I just don't. I don't care about the Commanders. They get in. Congratulations. Can they beat the teams that are in there? I think the Commanders can beat the Packers. Sure. Can they beat the Vikings? I don't know. That defense is pretty good, and Donald looks amazing right now. Eagles. I guess it doesn't matter who's at quarterback, but then again, you play Dallas. You got to have Jalen Hurts healthy. People have been speculating about as far as who do you want to see in the Super Bowl or who's actually going to make it. Right now it's I think the favorite is Chiefs and the Lions. I wouldn't mind seeing the Bills or Ravens in there, to be honest with you. I really wouldn't. But I think I'm not saying the script is set. I'm just saying that the Chiefs seem to be, they're going to make it from the AFC. But I just want a team that doesn't suck and that won't blow it, get out of the AFC. So Chiefs, Bills, and Ravens, as long as you can just do it, do it. I don't see the NFC as any type of powerhouse at all. I think the Vikings somehow have skated by. I don't even know how the hell they've won 14 games this year. How the hell did they win 14 games? I don't even know. I don't know. Did they just get a crazy easy schedule? I think that's one thing we actually pulled up, right? Where they got to play, because most of the teams they played were bad, right? They beat the Giants. The Niners are not what they were. They suck. The Texans suck. They did beat the Packers early in the year. They get to play the Jets. The Jets suck. Rams beat them in October, which was crazy, 30-20. The Lions beat them. So that's their 2 losses right there. Went back to back with losses, and then they got to play the Colts. The Colts sucked. Play the Jags. I'm starting to see a trend here, right? Like, yeah, you're 14-2 because you played terrible teams. When the hell was the last time? I mean, you damn near lost to Seattle, and Seattle's awful. Holy crap! Yeah, the Lions should win the NFC North. I think the Lions should win. It's going to be. I hope it's Lions and Eagles in the NFC Championship game. I really do, because that's really the 2 best teams. Now, if Baker and the Bucs can get in, give me some of that. Give me some Baker versus the Lions and all their tomfoolery. Yeah. I got to go. Game's about to start. Let me knock this beer back real quick. Cheers. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of this podcast, the stream, the live stream. I got everything set up as well. So, hey, guess what? I might be doing a little Rapid Dave action here one of these days. All right. That was Shiner Golden Ale. Again, average score of 3.38 out of 7,838 ratings. I'm going to go 3.5. Let's give it a little extra. It's the holiday season. But, yeah, it was out of that, what's that? The Home for the Holidays. So that's the Golden Ale. And then Farmhouse 966. If you're looking for a little bit lighter, it's going to be Golden Ale. But I did enjoy the Farmhouse. I did. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Both of them get thumbs up. Let's go watch this game tonight. What is it? I just mentioned it. What the hell's the stupid teams playing? You know what? I'm not going to say that because the Commanders are fun to watch, and Jaden Daniels has been fun to watch. So I got the Commanders, and then I got the Lions tomorrow night. Check this out. I'll probably be live on SB Fantasy Football tomorrow for a little Sunday Studs Monday Night Miracle action. Because let's be honest, you probably have a player or 2 playing tomorrow night, and then your fantasy season depends on it, right? It looks like at the current moment, I'm not going to have any championships this year. I finished second in a couple leagues, third in the other. So it is what it is. But hey, still fun, kind of. Stressful-ish. Anyways. All right, cheers to you. Cheers to everyone being here. I appreciate it. And Wednesday, we're going to be remote. Alan's going to be at his place. I'm going to be at my place. We're going to do the New Year's show. We'll have our resolutions, all that other crap. We'll talk about some upcoming things. Small changes, nothing crazy, but just want you to be aware of. And, he'll have a bunch of other stuff for you. So tune in. It'll be 8 p.m. Central Time, again, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram. We'll be everywhere. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Adios.